watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. We are here in Old Town, Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Old Town's on the north end of the city. And we're here in front of the Crossroads Church, which is the old North Presbyterian Church. I went to Thomas M. Cooley Law School, so I spent quite some time here in Old Town. A lot of cool pizza places, bars, stores. It's been described as hipsterish. It's been described as bohemian. There's a lot of revival and late Victorian architecture here. And Old Town traces its history back to the 1840s. So there's a lot going on here. There's also a nice bike trail. There's also a walking trail as well. It overlooks the Grand River, and there's really a lot going on. If you've got a business here, it can get pretty costly. Like I said, this is probably the hippest part of Lansing. Anything hipper would have to be like East Lansing. I would compare it to Ferndale, which is another part of Michigan where you can find cool looking shops and street art, that sort of thing. I didn't zoom all the way in, but the reason I didn't do it is because my viewers hate when I use the zoom option. This sign here will probably be the cover of the video, and it says, "Welcome to Lansing's historic Old Town, founded in 1843. And it's a cool looking sign. Also want to show you the back of this vehicle here, because it looks like to have a lot of bumper stickers. I heard it on NPR. Nevertheless, she persisted. Compassion is the radicalism of our time. This says here, the Republican Party doesn't believe in law and order when it comes to Trump. So a lot of political information there. And I didn't want to read everything that was on there, but just give you an idea how eclectic this community is. And then, of course, you got a lot of emphasis on music, food, of course. And you can see the architecture. I mean, it's undeniable. This is just a very cool, very trendy part of town. And sometimes trendy has sort of a negative connotation, but as you saw that vehicle back there, whether you're on the right or left doesn't matter, but politically engaged people, artists, writers, they're here. The lofts above these buildings used to be very expensive, and they probably still are. And you got a little shop here. I'm not sure what this is. It says the Dark Art Market. Then you got Thrift Witch. Very interesting. City Pulse, which is the free paper here. But compared to the Miami New Times, getting a little bit of rain on us here, but we're going to continue on. It's been overcast all day, but I like doing. You got Curvaceous Lingerie, October Moon, and here is the Grand River, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's got one heck of a rip current, so. Sorry guys for the zoom. I know y'all hate that. Lots of traffic. As you can see, the trail there, that goes for miles and miles and miles. You can bike it, you can walk it, you can jog it. Got a little park over there, some benches. I wish the sun would come out, but I don't think we're gonna be so lucky. Here's a Grand Cafe, Sir Pizza. This has been around forever. And they had the live entertainment. A lot of times, really good pizza, spirits. Looks like he's fishing. So if you're from Lansing, if you went to Thomas M. Cooley like I did, if you're from Old Town especially, by all means, please leave a comment. It's very, very beautiful here at the Sight Sounds Flavors YouTube channel. And we'll go ahead and get some cool pictures as well. They've added considerable stuff here. You can check out this really cool mural over here. Got another cool mural over there. There's a pet shop here. I don't know if they're still around. That was pretty well known. Old Town has definitely grown since I was last here. Between the Lines is the LGBT newspaper. Oh yeah, it's grown, definitely. And it's interesting because Old Town has grown and Cooley has shrunk. Cooley doesn't look anything like it did when I went there. Friends don't let friends shop at chain stores. Nice. Got Bad Annie's, not sure what that is. Got Ruth Bader Ginsburg there on the window. Dissent is patriotic, very cool. And Urban Beat, very cool. More music, lots of music here. Very cool. How's it going? Sorry about that, excuse me. Looks like a barber shop up here. Message makers. Haircuts, yeah. Hello. Is it me or is Old Town a lot bigger than 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Way bigger. You got a gourmet popcorn and soda. None of this stuff was here 10 years ago. Well, maybe it's probably more like 20 years. I graduated from Cooley in 2012. So yeah, just 10, 11, 12 years ago. None of this stuff was here. If it was, I didn't see it. A lot of these scooters as well. And even though it's sprinkled a little bit here and there, I'm actually happy for the video that we got. I hope there's not raindrops on the lens, but even if there are a few, it's a small price to pay. Got some nice homes there. I would consider this downtown living for sure, but you know, a lot, you know, again, I don't want to say trendy, but a lot, and hipper is not much better than trendier, but a lot more eclectic and more interesting, let's say that, interesting, than you know, your average apartment building or whatnot. I mean, this is a community, and at night, you know, is when this really comes alive. So and you can see now, this is the first time that I'm using the handheld mic, because I've been using the boom a lot, but the boom tends to capture everything in a directional setting, and so we get a lot of wind and static. So this is the first time I'm basically holding a handheld clip mic almost right up to my mouth. But if it doesn't work out, I'll always just strip the audio and talk over it. with another file. But the video footage is second to none. They've got an arts council as well. And I tell you what, the arts council is probably responsible for a lot of the murals and a lot of the abstract art that's around. And then of course we got Turner Park, City of Lansing. I guess this is Turner Park right here, which is very much an urban park. So all in all, I mean, this is a really, really nice part of Lansing. And usually Lansing does not get associated with this, you know what I mean? So it's definitely expanded from when I graduated, so, which is good for the city because, you know, a lot of times people in Lansing would have to go to East Lansing to get a taste of something like this. And so it's better to kind of keep everything local, because East Lansing, contrary to what maybe two people think, is not part of Lansing. And so we're just going to probably wrap it up here. But and this already is past the railroad track, so this is arguably, I mean, it may still be Old Town, but, and it probably will be at the rate Old Town is growing, it probably will be. But Great Lakes Art and Gifts. And you got Metro Retro. Got a tattoo shop over here. So you got Unicorn Lounge over there. So it looks like Old Town is growing. It's definitely growing. And this is the Grid. Is that what it says? The Grid Arcade and Bar. That used to be a bank, I think, or something. I don't really remember. But or was that the pet shop? I don't know. They used to have a pretty cool pet shop here. So like here you've got this lady here who clearly, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. I'm just a pedestrian. Go ahead. Go ahead. And see, she's totally blocking the walkway. So that's cool. Didn't even bother to look right. So hopefully she won't hit a pedestrian on the way home. One can only hope. There's our friendly cyclist. He was probably an only child and didn't get, or actually he probably had a lot of brothers and sisters and didn't get much attention. So he wanted to make sure that he got on the video. So if you know him, tell him that he's a mighty righteous dude for gunning that motorcycle. All right, it's coming down now. It's coming down, but I hope you enjoyed Old Town, Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. For Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. Thanks for watching.